Hey basketball guys, we have news. Let's go to more Los Angeles Lakers news, but first don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave your like. Dorian Finney-Smith is not a star, but he fit perfectly into the Lakers roster and the player is being coveted by other teams. Will Dorian Finney-Smith stay with the Lakers? In the latest updates, sources say that he will leave to earn more money with another team, so the best thing would be for the Lakers to bring him back, and if they can't, they will trade him for another player. Early in the season, the Los Angeles Lakers decided to ship D'Angelo Russell to Brooklyn in exchange for Dorian Finney-Smith. Russell's second stint in Los Angeles had run its course. It was clear that J.J. Redick wanted more defense on his team, and that's exactly what Finney-Smith gives the team. He quickly became the best perimeter defender that they had. Unfortunately for the Lakers, they didn't have enough good defensive players in the starting lineup. That's the biggest reason why they were bounced in the first round of the playoffs. Finney-Smith was able to come off the bench and become one of the best bench defenders in the league. Now, he could be a target for some other teams in the NBA. Because of Finney-Smith's unique 3-and-D skills, he could be seen as a target for one specific Eastern Conference team. Bleacher Report believes that the Cleveland Cavaliers could try to make a move for him. It's unclear what the Lakers would get in return for a player of his caliber, but they likely aren't looking to move on from their best perimeter defensive player. Finney-Smith does have a player option for next season worth over $15 million, so that could lead the Lakers to want to trade him. Shedding that salary could leave more room for them to get a better starting center. The Lakers need a starting center who can protect the rim more than they need a forward who comes off the bench to play defense. Los Angeles is looking to do everything they can to win a title while LeBron James is still in the league. They likely only have a couple of more seasons to accomplish that goal. Moving Finney-Smith into the starting lineup would only help the Lakers a little bit. They still need someone in the frontcourt who can protect the rim and catch lobs. After being traded to the Lakers, Finney-Smith averaged 7.9 points, 3.6 rebounds, and 1.4 assists per game. He shot 44.2% from the field and 39.8% from beyond the three-point arc. Lakers should sell the farm if this stretch 5 becomes available. The Lakers can't be afraid to go all in. If the opportunity strikes for the Los Angeles Lakers to acquire Miles Turner, they can't be afraid to go all in on the two-time NBA blocks leader. It'd be a risky strategy for a 50-win team, but the Indiana Pacers have provided a blueprint for how Los Angeles can win as soon as 2025-26. With an ideally constructed sign-and-trade, there's ample reason to believe acquiring the big man would be the perfect step forward. Turner is certain to be one of the most highly coveted players on the open market. The Pacers will be at the top of the list of suitors, as the big man has helped the team reach the Eastern Conference Finals in consecutive seasons. With Indiana closing in on its first NBA Finals appearance in 25 years, it's hard to imagine Chad Buchanan and company being unwilling to do whatever it takes to re-sign Turner. If Turner decides he wants to leave the Pacers, however, a sign-and-trade will become a viable option for the Lakers to pursue. They lack the resources to realistically sign him outright, but could complete the aforementioned sign-and-trade and bring themselves into a higher tier of competition. Turner isn't the lob target that Luka Doncic dreams of, but he's still an excellent fit who can allow the Lakers to define a sustainably successful ideology that their superstar would thrive within. Miles Turner, prototypical 3-and-D big, proven postseason performer. Turner, 29, has spent the past 10 seasons proving that he can contribute to postseason and borderline championship caliber success. He's made 7 postseason appearances as a starting big in Indiana, thriving on defense and expanding his role while improving his production on offense. The prototypical two-way stretch big, Turner is a plug-and-play talent whom defensive-minded coaches can only dream of featuring. Turner has always been a quality player, but he's taken his game to a new level over the past 3 seasons. During that time, he's posted regular season averages of 16.8 points, 7.0 rebounds, 1.4 offensive boards, 1.4 assists, 2.0 blocks, and 1.7 three-point field goals made per game on .517/.377/.776 shooting. Turner's offensive improvement has translated remarkably well to the postseason, where he's averaged 16.6 points on .517/.427/.767 shooting between Indiana's 2 trips to the conference finals. While not quite the lob target whom Doncic seemingly prefers, Turner is the defensive anchor Los Angeles needs. He's one of the most dominant shot blockers and rim protectors in the NBA, more than making up for his rebounding woes with his ability to deter opponents from driving the lane. Turner is also as close to a sharpshooting big as one will find, with his efficiency benefiting the Pacers in the regular season and postseason alike. Miles Turner, an underrated and elite pick-and-roll finisher. The quality that Turner provides in the playoffs is the primary reason Los Angeles should consider investing heavily in his acquisition. It only scratches the surface, however, of why the Lakers should be willing to bet the house on a sign-and-trade. Turner may not be the traditional dunking rim runner, but he's one of the most adaptable players in the NBA, and has proven to thrive alongside playmakers who like to create on the move. The Doncic and Turner pairing, as well as that with LeBron James and Austin Reeves, could thus prove fruitful. All 3 of the Lakers' high-volume playmakers would have a teammate who's willing to set screens and capable of punishing defenses for giving them space. While not a traditional lob threat, Turner is also an elite pick-and-roll dive man, as evidenced by the fact that he ranked number 3 among qualified players in points via that very play in 2024-25. If that's not enough to sell you, try the fact that Turner ranked in the top 15 among qualified players in screen assists per game. He's not only an efficient scorer, but active in his team's offensive sets and capable of simplifying the game for everyone around him. As the Lakers look for the right fit at center, expanding the definition to include a player who thrives in multiple phases of the game would lead them straight to Turner. Lakers expected to part ways with former starter who fell out of J.J. Redick's rotation. The Los Angeles Lakers appeared to be clicking in the immediate aftermath of their midseason trade for Luka Doncic. That was not the case in the postseason, however, as the Minnesota Timberwolves exposed their lack of size and depth. While Jackson Hayes had moved into a starting role after Anthony Davis was moved, he wound up being played off the court in the postseason. The 6th-year center played a total of 31 minutes in the series and was benched altogether in the 5th and final game. Although the Lakers will certainly be in the market for a big man this summer, Hayes reportedly wasn't thrilled about his role down the stretch and isn't expected to return. In terms of returning talent, sources say there is an outside chance of Jackson Hayes returning, but he wasn't thrilled about his role disappearing in the postseason and the money he lost as his minutes dwindled, Clutch Points Anthony Irwin wrote Tuesday. From the Lakers' perspective, they're weighing Redick losing faith in him, how he might handle them bringing in his replacement or the inevitable demotion he'd be in line for this summer. Hayes has spent the past 2 seasons with the Lakers. He appeared in 56 games in 2024-25, making 35 starts. The 8th overall pick in the 2019 NBA draft averaged 6.8 points, 4.8 rebounds, 1.0 assists, 0.6 steals and 0.9 blocks in 19.5 minutes per game while shooting 72.2% from the field. His role and production both fell completely off a cliff in the postseason. He averaged just 1.8 ppg, 2.0 rpg, 0.3 apg, and 0.3 bpg in 7.8 miles per gallon while shooting 37.5% from the field. It is unclear what Hayes' market will be, if he does wind up leaving Los Angeles. Lakers receive stern warning amid Austin Reeves trade rumors. The Los Angeles Lakers are entering an extremely important offseason for the future. With Luka Doncic and LeBron James leading the way, the front office will need to build a roster better suited to play alongside them. In the playoffs, the Lakers struggled defensively. They also clearly needed a legitimate starting center. Both of those issues will need to be addressed. One major rumor that has been swirling is that Austin Reeves may need to be moved to make the necessary improvements. Reeves is coming off of a career season in 2024-25 and moving him would be a tough pill to swallow for Los Angeles. Reeves played in 73 games for the Lakers this season, averaging 20.2 points per game to go along with 5.8 assists, 4.5 rebounds, and 1.1 steals. He shot 46% from the floor and 37.7% from beyond the three-point line. Read more. Lakers trade rumors spark fiery reaction from Austin Reeves' agent. While the rumors are swirling around the 26-year-old guard, Los Angeles has received a strong warning about considering trading him. CBS Sports analyst Robbie Colland does not think the Lakers should trade him for multiple reasons. It starts with basketball reasons for not trading Reeves, which leads with his ability to create for himself and others, Colland wrote. Having a secondary on-ball threat alongside Doncic and James is vital, especially come playoff time when defenses ratchet up their pressure. He continued on, talking more about why having Reeves on the roster is so important for Los Angeles from a pure business perspective. From a business perspective, it just doesn't make a lot of sense to trade Reeves right now because there aren't many players out there who give you more production for the money Reeves is making, Colland wrote. You could find some guys on rookie deals who do, and none of them are available in a trade, but for a player on his second contract, Reeves at just shy of $14 million next season is a steal. Read more. Paul George makes huge prediction amid Bucks, Giannis Antetokounmpo rumors. Those arguments are both sound. However, the Lakers may need to get creative in order to become a serious NBA Finals contender. Los Angeles will be one of the most intriguing teams to follow throughout the offseason. Rob Pelinka has a lot of work to do and he won't have a ton of financial room to make those moves. Trading Reeves could be one way to upgrade the roster. All of that being said, trading Reeves could also end up being a massive mistake. LeBron James' pay cut could open major doors for Lakers in offseason. If the Lakers superstar took a pay cut, they could massively improve this summer. This summer is a critical time for the Los Angeles Lakers. They are trying to figure out a way to maximize the time that LeBron James has left in the NBA. James is going to be 41 years old next season. While he did make second-team All-NBA this season, he is going to start to slow down at some point. Los Angeles has a few positions that they need to upgrade on the roster this summer in order to contend for a title. The issue is that they don't have a lot of cap space to do that. Read more. Lakers going after Brook Lopez would be massive mistake. James is one of the guys who can control whether or not the Lakers will be able to improve in a meaningful way. He could decide to take a pay cut to give the Lakers some more cap space. If James were to opt out of his player option and re-sign at a lower number, it could allow the Lakers to use their non-taxpayer mid-level exception to sign a center. Adding a starting center is the biggest thing that the Lakers have to do this summer. If they aren't able to sign one in free agency, they will have to execute a trade to get one. This is a pretty bad free agent class, especially at center. Miles Turner is the best center in free agency, but he is likely to return to the Indiana Pacers. The Lakers will likely have to target a different center to come to Los Angeles, and unlocking that cap space with James taking a pay cut could help them do that. James has rarely taken pay cuts over the course of his career. He certainly isn't obligated to since he has earned the money that he has signed for. If James wants to win another title, next season might be his last best chance to do so. Taking a pay cut at this time in his career might be the move in order to get that title. This past season, James averaged 24.4 points, 7.8 rebounds, and 8.2 assists per game. Former NBA star says Lakers should bring back Dwight Howard. The Los Angeles Lakers' top priority this offseason is to acquire a starting caliber center who will shut down the middle defensively, gobble up rebounds, run the floor in transition and convert dunks off lob passes. They have already been linked to a few players, most of whom are relatively young and could play alongside Luka Doncic for at least the next few years. The Lakers have had a hole at the center position for some time now, even before they traded superstar big man Anthony Davis to get Doncic in early February. For a while, some fans were clamoring for the team to bring back Dwight Howard, who helped hold down the center position during the 2019-20 season when it won the NBA championship. Former NBA star Jermaine O'Neal said on the Nightcap podcast that the Lakers should simply bring Howard back to plug their hole at the 5. "I don't know why the NBA is getting away from the veterans," O'Neal said. "I'd use Dwight Howard. He always seems to be in shape. He's one of the best defenders of all time to come down to protecting the rim and rebounding that basketball. Need a break? Play the USA Today Daily Crossword Puzzle. Howard did a great job during the 2019-20 season of putting his ego aside, embracing a lesser role than what he had been used to for many years and giving Los Angeles the defense, rebounding and hustle it needed to win it all. He returned to the purple and gold for the 2021-22 season, and while he could still help on the boards, his defense had dramatically declined. No NBA team signed him for the following season, and he had to head to Southeast Asia to play pro ball. Howard will turn 40 years of age in December, and he simply isn't able to provide the team with what it needs at the center position. Besides, since Doncic is 26 years of age and can become a free agent next summer, it needs to acquire a young center who can play alongside him for a while, not someone who is at the end of his career.